your love is like a wind that blows. I can't give up and I can't let go. I won't give up, I won't lose when I'm broken down and I'm bruised.
Welcome back to another video, and today I am not riding bikes, I'm talking about bikes, so that's just basically the same thing. As you would have seen by the title, this is about Cycler Park National, which was my first proper race on Cruiser. I've done the winter series, but now we're getting into the real stuff. Day one, first moto, come out of gate 6, get a 5th, and I'm pretty happy with that. It's pretty decent. I didn't really know what to expect because I don't know anyone's name. I know like some of the competition from 20, but I don't know the riders that actually just ride Cruiser, so apart from Jack. So yeah, that was cool. A 5th was a good start really. I have actually got videos from this one, so there's a BMX Race Hub now, which they've got a live stream, so you can kind of see me, but I'm in orange and blue, just pointing out. So here's Moto 1.
More 1729 cruisers heading in to that last turn. That is the 8 plate of Max Henderson leading this one out, doing it for BMX United, heading towards a stripe. Retro Racing, Jack Wiggins in at 2. Crucial Racing, Alf Lovell leading out race number 14 into turn number 2. Owen Putland, Daniel Wilson, Connor Blythe, Jack Mowen, Matt McHugh and Archie Lodge all in this as well. Who's in there in that 2 spot, paddling it out? It looks like Wilson's in 3. Putland's in there in 2, just had the move stuck on him though. In that last turn, Wilson's going to move his way into a top 2 spots. Putland Blythe going through.
So as I said, the 5th was pretty good in the first one, but in the second one I come out, I got a 3rd, and you will see it in this video as I've got all the footage.
That is the 13 plate over Louis Tay Edwards, battling away with Cashew Flukes. Those guys 1 and 2, Lewis Barnes in 3, the 17 of Jensen Ledgerwood Bar. Going through in 4. Louis Kaimap, I think, in 5. Yes, it is, riding 2 bikes. Fitter than his dad was, that's for sure. Riding 2 bikes. Chris will be going, I used to ride 2 bikes all the time, I was great on cruise.
Moto number 3, I'm starting in gate 5, and I had an okay gate, but as the same as the regional, my gates were not up to scratch. So yeah, I come over the 5th again.
Who's in there with them? That looks like it could be the 15 plate of Luca Manzi. Reese Huggins in there at about 5 or 6 as well. Headed down to the stripe, but it is going to be Brooks taking the moto win. Race 2.8, Parrish, Henderson, Needham, O'Brien, Mowat, Daly and Taylor. It is Henderson leading.
I can't remember how many riders we did have, but we did have, I think we had 33 riders on the first day, which, as you would know if you race, that is quarters, and I don't know if I've ever actually had quarters in anything, because I might have had quarters. Nah, that is a lie. So we had quarters. I had 5th pick, so I think I got end up gate 5, because I think they went some combination of 1 to 4. They might have gone like 3, 2, 1, 4, something, I don't know. But I got 5th pick and I had gate 5, and as you'll see by the footage, I got 5th. So I wasn't too far off. Like I wasn't like trailing, but I was with the pack. So I'll take that.
Outside into the final corner. Oh, rider down through the 3rd straight, the 35. In there in the 4, that is Xavi Fox Cooper. He's going to round at the top 4. Tyres Miller and Honeywell all through as well.
Right, 1729 Cruiser. Let's hope that Sully's all right. He's sitting down, just being looked after at the moment, but Lovell's leading it through in the Cruiser quarterfinals. It's the 12 plate who's going to take it to the stripe win 4.
That was day 1 done. I finished in 18th, which it could have gone better. I could have got in the semis, but yeah, 18th, all right, first day. Let's get on to day 2. Day 2, as soon as I got there, I saw the wind, and it was, I think it was like diagonal headwind on first, or it was sideways. But either way, it did change throughout the day, and it got worse. So the times are way slower. You'll see on the little thing here. You'll see on the little stats here that there's much slower times. So I started off with a 40-second. Now I shouldn't have even had a 40-second lap anyway, despite the wind. But that's what happened. So yeah, Moto 1 was okay. I had a slow gate, 2.9 seconds out the gate. Basically, like just walking out. I did basically waiting for the gate. I ended up with a 6th in that one, as you'll see here, and yeah, not a great start. But I did get pushed all the way up to the top of the berm for no reason. But that annoyed me a bit. So yeah, here, have a watch.
Jersey. Race 13, Tyler Chadwick, Harvey Fryer, Scott Hamilton, Tom Whittaker. Jack Mowat, Lloyd Freeman, Jack Needham and Jack Wiggins. So many Jacks going on. Scott Hamilton on that 21 plate. Good to see him on track. Still remember that run-off he had with Jack Arm.
The second motor had gate 6, and because I didn't actually mention that on day 2 there's only 32 riders, so we dropped straight down to 16 in the semis. Spoiler alert, I didn't make that. But basically I've got 6 in this one. As you'll see, I come at the gate, first jump, I'm pretty level, I'm about 2nd or 3rd, and then I actually tap the brake after the first because the guy coming across from 8, I just didn't like, I shouldn't. Basically, I saw a gap and I didn't want to go in that gap, whereas I should have wanted to go in that gap, and apparently I had loads of room on the right, which I now see the video I did. So yeah, so I just basically fumbled that, and then into first corner I let another guy through, and then just 7th for the rest of the lap, which was pretty poor because the first one wasn't really my fault, I got pushed all the way out. The second one, definitely my fault because I tapped the brake. So here you go.
Out front then it is Rocky O'Brien going 1 or 2 with Jason Daly, Kyle Hill, I can see in there at about 4 at the minute, who's splitting them up in there in 3, looking like that could have been, I think that was Harvey Fry out of Burnham, or 17, 29-year-old cruisers, Ryan Brooks, Rabber Racing in this one, is in the mix at about 4 at the minute. That looks like Daniel Wilson though, BMX Winner Photography leading it out on the 8th plate into the final corner, the 9X in there with him, Oscar Simpson doing it for Pro Star BMX. Luca Manzi's getting stuck in this one looks stacked, heading down the final.
So motor 3, I knew I was out by this point, I couldn't really get enough points to get semis even with the first, so I basically just thought nothing to lose, so I had a better gate. I come in, when is the corner, had gate 3 I think? I had gate 3 and I had 4th the whole lap, and then on the line he just got me because the guy in front was just slowing. He was still going, but it was just clearly tiring, and the guy next to me, I was kind of boxed in, so I couldn't do anything. He had to get, you can't weave on the last straight either if you didn't know, so I couldn't go across. So yeah, I basically just got stuck at the end, so I got 5th, but it was a better showing than the rest of the day.
The Mortal, Kean Brown, Sam Perry Ogden, Zach Green, Finley Stark and Logan Laurie. Arne Esselmont out front in this one. That'll be Lewis Longley in there in 2. Got Joseph Stebbins, Harry Pritchard and Jake Hart in the mix. Moto 293, Max Henderson Goodfellow. In there in 2, Archie Large, Jack Mowat. Freddie Camden Carpenter out front, Luca Manzi in there as well. On the 15, Owen Putland on the 2X, Tyler Chadwick.
So that was the first national of the year and the home one, which it went okay. I think it definitely could have gone better because that was my best chance because it was a home race. But the next one's Plattfields in Manchester, which we've got a session coming up there. So get used to it because I've never actually been there. So I'm planning to do all the nationals this year. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I could be your alpha, I could be your Romeo. Tell them boys back up, I ain't going nowhere. I'ma fly that back up, put it on your story so all your friends see it, everyone can see it. Yeah, and we're going